Yo, what's up? Welcome to Company of Heroes 3 official destruction overview trailer. They better blow up some buildings. I better see some destruction in this. Play the music. Let's see what they got for us. Okay, artillery strikes. Looks pretty good,
We've
man.
developed a completely new destruction system from the
Wow.
ground up. What that really means is a lot more visual fidelity. It's fully 3D now, so everything is
Right.
fractured and materials act like proper material.
Just don't
Bricks
zoom in too
and
much,
wood,
you know?
will,
But you're not
will
supposed to play it zoomed
fracture
in
and
anyways.
crumble like
Yeah, this is
bricks and wood.
perfect.
This new
Wow.
tech with the
All the
building
tiles.
destruction is very exciting, but at the same time, it's not easy. There's a lot of effort goes into it, and there are a lot of people get involved. Not only artists, there's tech artists, programmers, designers, to ensure that we're achieving the look right and it feels right for the player.
We do have destruction
Love the
that can
smoke.
happen on a building where it starts to collapse and can crush the units below. And depending on how the damage to the building occurs,
Pretty nice.
if it has slightly less damage, and depending on how it gets taken down, you could actually use the footprint of the building for cover. When a mortar hits a building, no longer will you just see a standard cutout. Instead, what you'll see is the actual hole that would have been generated where it hit. And not only that, the plaster will have flaked off.
Wow.
And you'll see that brick behind.
Impressive.
The brick might even be damaged, and you'll see maybe something else underneath that.
With the tools we're using these days, combined
insides
with
of the building.
improvements in graphics technology, we're doing stuff that we could only imagine we could have done in the past.
Just the number of pieces of geometry is pretty fabulous. There must be like at least 100 times more physics.
So one of the exciting applications to our new destruction system
alright.
is the ability to pre-destroy maps. We have this option to basically, while the map is loading, we can drop a bunch of bombs over top of the map, and then it all explodes and blows up, and then we can apply additional dressings to that map, and then when the player loads in, they see this beautifully destroyed map, and that's all ready for them to play around in.
I see.
In the previous game,
What is that for, though?
we would have probably provided more
Multiplayer?
smoke to hide some things. And you know what? Our effects really were amazing for our previous titles. But now all of that is something that we're actually putting into the game. All the destruction you see is almost a one-to-one relationship now. If you saw a table get destroyed, that table is destroyed in its pieces.
Right,
Those
right,
pieces
right,
will
right.
be strewn about. And when you're destroying the building, the same thing.
So yeah, we're putting tremendous effort in creating this building destruction. We want to make it even more authentic and realistic.
I have a feeling there will be many.
This is gonna
people
look
who will
good,
end up
man.
Playing, and they will press tactical pause just to even turn the screen a little bit to take advantage of seeing
Right.
all the destruction.
This is gonna
and all
look
of its
really good,
glory
especially
in
like
that-
for an
that
RTS.
one frame, because
When you're seeing it from up
amazing.
top, it's gonna look really good. Wow, look at that tower falling down. Wow. Impressive. Impressive. Sega, wow. Impressive, I mean, you'd expect this kind of destruction from something like Battlefield 2042. I mean, they used to do it like in the older games, but they stopped doing that, right? I'm guessing because also like the new, more intense graphics and whatnot, it's not as easy maybe. So I don't know. But for an RTS, this is huge because I mean, an RTS you don't really have to like, they were showing us like really like close-ups of the game, and it looks a bit, blocky and whatnot. But you're not gonna see that when you're playing the game because you're seeing it from like a top-down view, like it's an RTS, right? So you're gonna see it from far away, looking from the top down, and from that perspective, I'm sure it's gonna look freaking sick, man. Especially if you're fighting like in these little like cities or villages and whatnot, could be freaking interesting. And again, for an RTS, did anybody else do this for an RTS before? I really can't remember. I want to say Command and Conquer, but I don't think so. I think that was like all presets, right? I'm not really sure for an RTS. But even so, I mean, it looks freaking awesome, and first of all, I want more RTSs, and number two, I want more. Oh, you know who did it? I think Age of Empires 3 did it, if I'm not mistaken. They had like a realistic destructible like boats and buildings and whatnot. But I wish like more RTSs first of all would show up and actually get released, and number two, I wish all RTSs would have this kind of destruction because it looks pretty damn impressive. Thank you for watching. Peace.